Hey guys, and welcome aboard Lamb Podcast. This is your co-pilot Tracy speaking, alongside co-pilot Heather. We hope you guys have your boarding passes because we're almost ready for takeoff.
Buckle up because you guys are not prepared for what we have in store for this flight. As you're settling into your seats, I want you to take a moment to paint a picture in your head. You're dating someone new and everything seems perfect. They're saying and doing all the right things. And maybe, just maybe, you feel yourself falling for them and instantly you get the ick. What did he, she, or they do that led you to calling it a quits? These are your non-negotiables.
You know, I've been in the dating game for about 5 years now, and it's taken me a long time to figure out my non-negotiables. I started dating when I was 18, and looking back now as a 23-year-old, I cringe at some of the things I let slide back then. But honestly, that's a part of dating. Throwing yourself out there into the unknown and learning along the way. And quite frankly, I'm still learning. But I do have a pretty good grasp on the things I absolutely cannot allow in my relationships. For example, I cannot date anyone who doesn't have anything going for themselves. And I mean no goals, no ambitions, no drive,
No money.
nothing. Just a lazy sack of excuses. Um, which actually reminds me of a guy that I was involved with last year, shamefully.
Shamefully.
Shamefully, it was the beginning of quarantine. Actually, I'm lying. This was just a weird plateau in my dating life. So we went on a date, and this was before masks were mandatory. So we'll call him Ron for the sake of confidentiality. And Ron was cute. He had the perfect build. I like my men thick. I like him thick. If you know me, you
Slide
know
in the
that.
DMs.
Thick with three C's. Um, we had similar music interests, and we were both looking for a relationship. And like you said, it seemed perfect, but there was a pattern. And the pattern was every time we would text, he was always doing nothing, just watching TV, just chilling. Mind you, he had no job. Now I'll give him credit because a lot of people lost their jobs. Right before COVID really picked up, a lot of people lost their jobs. So I understood, but he wasn't collecting unemployment checks. Like, how
And
are you too lazy to stand in an unemployment line?
that was a mistake because they were throwing out hundreds, people.
They were throwing out the checks. People were even scamming the system. But it just baffled me. So I picture this. I'm at work all day. I was working from home at that point, but I'm working all day and I'm texting this guy. I got a story for work about work for him, and he's nothing, just chilling. He wasn't in school either. That's a big thing. He didn't have a GED.
Oh, okay.
No diploma.
You know those moments when you tell your friend about a new guy and you just happen to leave out that he didn't have a high school diploma? Oh,
Mm,
he's
I
perfect.
just sipped this. I
We
honestly
read
thought
the
I told you
promise.
he didn't have a high school education.
You
I thought I
guys,
did.
she literally tells me everything. And she just
I
happens
do.
to leave out one crucial point that I could have been like, all right, time to block, delete, and ghost.
Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I thought I did. Okay. But Ron, no GED. I'm sorry. No community college credits, nothing. So
Oof.
this guy was just a no-go. So mind you, these are his words, not mine. The reason being for him dropping out of high school was that he wanted to ditch school to go smoke with his friend.
Look,
So of course he missed too many days and he wasn't eligible. And I guess he just said, forget it. He didn't
no,
graduate. And we were the same year. He was supposed to graduate 2015.
and he
So
still ain't graduated.
we've been out of high school for what?
6 years.
6 years. Yeah, do that math.
Ooh,
He's lazy. So the laziness was deep rooted. And I cannot stand for that in my relationship.
yeah.
You gotta nip it in the bud early.
I feel like with lazy men, it's like you always get those "what are you doing" texts. WYD. We're not WYD bitches.
We're
Do
not.
not. I can't respond. I don't want to talk to you.
I
Sorry.
don't. And especially because I'm most likely doing the same thing I was doing an hour ago
Yes.
when you
We
first asked.
creatures of habit.
Yeah.
Like, nothing's going to be different. That's why you end up with no more texts. You get 5 texts from him and like 1 from you every month.
The accuracy. The 5-to-1 ratio. That's what we'll call it.
5-to-1 ratio. Hashtag 5-to-fucking-1 ratio. Guys, we had to cut out some crucial information right there.
My neighbors are like,
What the fuck are they talking about? Literally. I feel like Ron was also another kind of character who slides back in after a while. You know, he'll test the waters.
which he did, if you
Ooh,
recall.
I recall. I
He tried to
recall.
slide back in. It just didn't work out.
It's weird. Like, what do you ladies think about men who come back after a while just to like pick at you or try to slither their way back in to see if you're willing?
Yeah, like something's changed. Like, oh,
Yeah.
I'll give her a breather. I'll give her a few months.
Yeah, I'll give her 3 weeks and I'll just
Yeah,
roll back in. No,
like
sir.
they got a reset button. No.
That's not how life works. We have all been there. I have personally. I feel like I get caught up in that reset button often,
Hmm.
but it ends the same way. Ghost
Yeah.
it, block, delete it, and erase from my memory. Sorry. Since we're keeping up with the R names, my story is going to involve a Rick. Hey, Rick. Um,
Hey, Ricky.
Hey, Ricky. So there's so much I can say about non-negotiables, but one that sticks out to me is age. A major non-negotiable for me personally is being with someone within the 2-year age range. You'll never catch me with someone 23 to 25. And I feel like I need to explain for all my ladies out there, because I think that being with someone your age is perfect. But it's just not for me because I've had some bad experiences and I understand like being the same age as your partner just puts you on the same playing field. But I need someone who's leveled up because I don't want you with me. I want you higher.
You know, the thing with men, they mature later than women.
Exactly. It's scientifically proven.
Yeah. So technically, if you want someone on the same level as you have to go for an older man.
Thank you,
Yeah.
Queens. You've heard it here first. It's time to move on. No, just kidding. Starting an entire movement. We're leaving you niggas.
For older niggas. Oh,
Gosh,
goodness.
you know that would hurt men's egos. We'd be cussed out. It just start a riot.
It would.
Anyways, so this past December, I came home for a month and I was like, I texted T, and this was the first time I had been on Tinder for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
I texted T, I said, I made a Tinder account and you won't believe who I met. And it was Rick. Damn, he makes me want to off myself. Rick was 23 and he was super chill. He was in the Navy, had a job. I thought, this is perfect. Okay,
Right. You
you're
always get that
cool.
moment. You think it's, oh, this is gonna work. This just might work.
This just might be it. I
Hmm.
was wrong. This man, it didn't come off as super clingy at first, but mind you, we only had one conversation on the phone. And he said, well, I couldn't ask you not to go back to North Dakota. You can ask me not to go back to North Dakota, which I've been working for the past 4 years. You can ask me to give up my dreams to stay with you. Absolutely not. You couldn't ask me. And I'm upset that you brought that up.
Right.
Mind you, we had only been talking on the phone for a couple hours at this point. We hadn't met, no Zoom, no FaceTime, no nothing. This was pure conversation.
Mm.
And I feel like it's important to mention that in every situation I find myself in, I say, you're going to fall in love with me. It's just a habit. Like at this point, I just do it for kicks, but it's true. Like, please get yourself together before because I will hurt you. Sorry. A little bit
Ooh.
toxic. Ooh.
We love a toxic queen.
That's just how I am. I'm a Cancer. Obviously, I was confused and I blocked and deleted him immediately. But I feel like I have to give this little tidbit about what set me off.
Mm-hmm.
This man was like, I want a real relationship, no sex, no nothing. So I felt comfortable enough to say, okay, I've been celibate for X, Y, and Z. And he goes, oh, that's so cool. I don't have sex like that. I said, okay, well, let me ask him when his last sexual partner was.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll never guess what he said.
What?
He said last weekend, the weekend, I started talking to him on a Monday. On a Saturday was his
I
Saturday
don't
was
have
his
sex
last.
like that.
I don't have sex like that. Oh,
He's like, yeah, it's been a good 24 hours. It's been a while.
but here is the kicker. He said that some bitch, this man was
Mm.
calling women, females, and bitches on the phone with me. He obviously doesn't know I'm a girl's motherfucking girl. He said some bitch sucked his dick at a party.
Oh God.
He didn't even know her fucking name. Oh,
Oh God.
baby, if you're out there listening, it's okay. I'm sure you did amazing. He just didn't appreciate it.
Oh God. I don't like when males refer to females as a bitch. Like, what is that?
It's just degrading.
It is.
You know what it reminds me of? This catfish episode that's on YouTube. This guy was like, oh, I steal girls' pictures because these bitches need to know that they can't be doing that when they make OnlyFans. And basically,
Uh,
he was like, I'm just trying to teach her a lesson. So he scammed another man out of $500 using her picture. And he brought them all on. You know, Neve, he's got all the connections. And this man was calling girls bitches, hoes. He was like, my daughter's not going to do that. I'm like, damn, your daughter is going to be in for a whirlwind with your ass.
you're right. And how is he gonna feel when another man calls his daughter a bitch?
Exactly.
But oh, it's okay, right?
Look, we don't hate men over here. It's just some of them are a little questionable.
Right. They're just I can't really fully understand the male species.
They're not
That's
mature.
they, we'll never be on the same playing field. Let's just say
Never.
that.
Never.
Let's just say that men may have the one up with, the physical strength and whatever else you want to say, athleticism. But when it comes to a strong mentality, women will always have the upper hand.
Yes, we're always superior. It's because for hundreds, thousands of years, men have thought, okay, I'm that head honcho.
But this is why you have to have your non-negotiables.
Yes.
You have to have your standards set. You have
Yes.
to go in knowing exactly what you're looking for, or at least a good general idea, but stay true to your values. Um,
Exactly.
because non-negotiables are just that, non-negotiable. You don't
Yes.
bend, you don't give in. And don't get me wrong, sometimes in relationships you have to compromise, but when it comes to your non-negotiables, those stick. So if the person you're dating doesn't meet those standards, then it's time to search elsewhere. you know
Exactly. You don't
yeah.
want to get trapped. God, that's my biggest fear.
Don't get me started. We don't have enough time for that one.
You don't want to get trapped compromising on your non-negotiables when there are men suited out there who fit all of your needs. There's 7 billion of us on this fucking planet and we're growing every day. So,
Constantly evolving. So, moral of the story, it's always someone else out there. There's
always.
absolutely no reason why you should feel like you have to settle for less than you deserve.
Exactly. You don't need to be with Ron and Rick when you could have Jeff and Calvin.
Ooh, I like a little smirk, Calvin. Jeff and Calvin.
Hey, Calvin.
Hey, Jeff. Oh, gosh.
I was picturing Calvin from Love Island season 2.
Oh, I didn't have anyone visualize. It's not bad.
Well,
My perfect man doesn't have a face yet. He's faceless.
he doesn't speak.
He doesn't have a face yet, but he's there somewhere.
Oh my
He's out there
gosh.
somewhere.
Our perfect match is out there, and I feel it's necessary for us to go on reality TV to find him. Should we sign up today?
Okay, listen, let's. Heather has been trying to get me to sign up for a reality TV show for the past, I don't know how many months. I feel like it started when I was living at the old house and you came to visit. It got all snuggled in my bed. And we were watching, what show was that? It was like American Ninja, something
Oh
like
my
that.
gosh. Yes. Oh my gosh. What
Ninja
was that?
Warrior.
Yes, it was kind of like a Ninja Warrior situation.
Yes, I think that's where it started. And
I
ever
was like,
since,
let's go on
every
it.
so often, Heather's like, I think we should sign up. Let's sign up for the Amazing Race.
Let's
Let's
go on
fucking go.
Survivor.
Like what? If you know me and Heather, can you picture us on Survivor?
Literally, I would give anything to go on Survivor. If the producers of Survivor find this tape, yes, I'm ready to go.
The intensity in her eyes. She's ready, not me.
I feel like we would thrive in a Love Island situation, Love is Blind, Survivor, The Amazing Race, Big Brother.
I could do Big Brother.
Let's do it. You heard it here first. We're gonna
Oh
be on
Lord,
TV.
I done slipped up. If there's any person I would do reality TV with, it would be Heather, for sure, without
God,
a doubt.
I really think that is our calling. And maybe
Yeah.
this platform can catapult us. So recommend us to all your producer friends. We're ready and willing.
Okay, should we wrap this thing up?
Yes. Guys, I'm sorry we got sidetracked, but once you
As we
start thinking
do,
about non-negotiables, exactly, this is our life.
welcome. We've condensed an 8-hour conversation into less than an hour.
Less than an hour. And usually we would go harder, but we have responsibilities, unfortunately.
A day job.
Look, I've been trying to tell T to quit since I quit at McDonald's 3 years ago. And
Listen, she knows I can't just quit this job because I cannot fly to North Dakota and bunk with you.
sleeping in my twin bed.
I cannot do it. So, ladies and gentlemen, we want to
Ladies,
hear all about your non-negotiables and
yes.
possibly have a little girl chat. It'll probably be mostly girls, huh?
Probably mostly girls. Listen to
Like
girls,
mostly girls.
please.
So send us in your non-negotiables on our Instagram page. You can follow us at Land Podcast.
At Land Podcasts on all platforms except for Twitter, we're Land_podcast.
Yes, exactly. But yeah, we want to hear your non-negotiables and possibly add some to my list.
Yes. Speaking of girl chat, we jumped right into the dating series without doing what we love to do most, girl chat. So tune in next week for our first episode in our friendship series. We're going to give a girl chat about our relationship and give you guys the insight on what it's like for a typical day in our long distance friendship.
So have your boarding passes ready, be prepared, and we'll see you next week.